welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. And the Falcons will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Fresno State's offense will take the field first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not true. That was not what they're wanting to do, man.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Lets it fly. Finds a man on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So Air Force's offense will get the ball for the first time. The last game was one that this guy'd rather forget. Ball security issues, just couldn't get anything going. David, thoughts on how to bounce back?
What a nice way to put it, Reese. I would say it was a disaster. And I would say he's close to losing his job, because not only did you not put the production up, you put the ball on the ground. And when you fumble, I am not going to trust you very often. He better bounce back, Palmer. He better put something together, but he better hold on to the football.
Yeah, after that performance, I'm not sure how much confidence this coaching staff has in him. I'm not sure how much confidence he has in himself. He has to get back to solid fundamentals. Ball security is the priority. 5 points of pressure on the ball early. If he coughs it up again here, there's a great chance he's coming out of the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Johnson wants to throw it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And They get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
He'll toss it. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Snap it to the back. Shakes off the defender. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Running back searching for a hole. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Harris. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Illinois. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the...
It's a seam wide open. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll send the back in motion. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Warner. Gonna let it fly. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fresno State. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It might be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here comes the option. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats.
Fresno State 10, Air Force 7.
First play of the period will be a second down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. There he goes! And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
That's caught. It's Smith.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
The Falcons decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Powers through the defender. They make the stop, but not before the change move, and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Starts to scramble to the left. On target. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the fullback. Fights off a defender.
Well, they handed it off to the fullback, and a nice job by the strong safety coming downhill and making a tackle on a big physical ball carrier.
And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Release to the back. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards.
Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. To the air on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Flips it out in the flat. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Back has it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Direct snap. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Gets it out quickly.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the back. Give to the fullback. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They boot it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just have to make that catch. The Bulldogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss.
And that ball is live in the backfield. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that side of the ground.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Runs through the tackle. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Warner. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. The play action fake. Now rolling to the left. Fires downfield. And his first pass is incomplete.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Hunt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run.
Oh, there's always football on the bad pitch. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
This is a designed run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. The Falcons will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Got his man out of the backfield. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Freeman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Got it in the middle. It's Anderson.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Big fullback's got it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. And the Falcons have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's Allen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. On the option. He'll toss it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Warner. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the 1st down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Takes the easy one to the back.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to.
And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to...
Makes the grab, past the marker. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Going to swing it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. At the 35, he's loose. Lots of running room. Turning it on. Past the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in.
Oh, he's got some space. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass, it's Warner. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
Oh, they're after him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. A little release to the back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
Good through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. The offense really couldn't ask for much more than this, Jesse.
You're right. With this much time on the clock, David, the playbook's wide open. You don't have to just be throwing it every down. You can sprinkle in some runs, too.
And you find out what your quarterback's about. Big-time, prime-time moments. You got the ball, tie game. You want to go win? Make some plays for me, big dog.
So now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Hauls it in. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Ball's in the deep ball. Touchdown, Air Force. They move on top here in the fourth. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed.